Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do a reading for you. Just here to drop an all signs reading. Well, what does that mean, Elsie? It's not time-stamped. Well, it's not time-stamped because this isn't a reading for each sign. That's what I do for the week ahead, and you can find those in my the 2023 playlist. But for this reading, this is for all signs. So this is for those of you who are interested in using your intuition to know if this reading is for you. It is just for the collective, for all signs is what it is. Thank you so much for all the ways you've been loving me on this channel. I appreciate you. If you're brand new, welcome, and I hope you'll be in the comments. That's where we like to be. And thank you so much for your thumbs up. You are making this community grow by leaps and bounds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are bringing in people on our vibration, friends. Look at those comments. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing your high vibration here. All right, here we go. 10 of Cups after all, right? The apex of happiness is what we're after here. If you are interested in a private read, please look down below. Just a couple more days for the sale till the 31st. It's been on all month, 10% off all my reads. You need the description to find the code. There we go. It is time to go. All right. Just like that, it's time to go. Card number 45, it is a 9. I think you've been thinking about it for a while, about going, I mean. So as we look up at this card really closely, you can see she's headed for the door, right? Could be she, we don't know. Her back's to us, maybe it's a masculine, but we have a masculine or feminine energy here. What I usually see here is I notice that her dress is beginning to disappear. So it leads me to believe that she's leaving a timeline and jumping to the next. She's going through the next door. It's time to go. I don't have any more things left here. There's nothing left here for me. So it feels like she is, yeah, headed for the next level, I want to say. It feels like the door is higher than her. It's almost like she's headed to the next level. 4 and 5 is 9. So what I want to say is that we could be looking at earth energy here, particularly Virgo energy, because I am looking at the browns and the greens, but there is some blue here. So it feels like you're about to speak up about something that might be on your heart. Time to go. Okay. Could be Virgo, could be Taurus, could be Capricorn. Feels like energy that is earth, particularly Virgo. That's what it feels like. All right. Looks like we're gonna throw some Lenormand at it. All right. It's time to go. Tell me more about that. It's time to go. Feels like you're crossing the finish line. You're coming out of a harsh place. It almost seems like dry and arid. It feels like sand is all around, sand and wood. It almost, I'm picturing a boardwalk, like there's a lake that's about an hour from me and it has a boardwalk. That's what I'm picturing, the sand on the boards. Yeah, it feels like you've been here for a while, thinking about things, trying to find your way. You know, the labyrinth is a place that you can get lost in, of course, because there's so many twists and turns. You have to be really good with direction. You can't, you know, frustration could kill you if you can't get out of the labyrinth. I mean, if you're going to be frustrated every time you hit a wall, that's going to be tough energy. I feel as though somebody here is leaving a situation. I mean, you could be physically moving, absolutely, but I feel like you're in your mind or in your energy leaving one situation. And it feels like you don't know where to go next. You just know you're headed for the door. The labyrinth is on the other side. It feels like you could get stuck there if you're not sure which way to go. But I think what you're after ultimately is love, because there's a person wearing red under the gazebo, and we've got some doves above the head here. I feel like you're looking for your person. 43 tells me it's 7, which is heaven, things that are heavenly, divinely guided, that kind of thing for me. As a reader, there it is. You are looking for love. That's what I just said, right? So the swans mate for life. So you're not just looking for a date. You're looking for someone who is going to be your forever person. The one who's going to pour into you like you pour into them is card number 24, which is a 6. Sorry for all the noise. You're going to hear road noise. I live in midlife crisis central here. All right, so 24. Yeah, I feel like you want somebody who's going to give you love reciprocally. I feel like you will find that person. You ultimately want someone who is going to be as romantic as you, as loving as you. These two are mirroring each other, right? So you want someone who is going to make you feel that love, make you feel, says this is the Jack of Hearts, which is the Knight of Cups. You want someone who's romantic as you are. I'm not saying that you gotta, it's not always about the guys throwing things at you. You understand that, right, women? Yeah, some feel that they're entitled, that men should always like be throwing things at them. You're not entitled. I mean, everybody has someone who will pour into them like you will pour into them, right? So it's also on you to be wildly romantic. It's also on you to do the beautiful, unkind things and make sure that you're pouring into someone like they're pouring into you. We have luck. That's what the clover is. It's luck, it's money, it's abundance, it's good things. I was just saying that someone who will pour into you like you pour into them, and then the Six of Pentacles appears. And the Six of Pentacles is just that. It's reciprocal love, reciprocal romance, and it means it comes from both sides, that neither one of you are entitled, but that you know that it takes two to tango, right? Yeah. I mean, you could dance the tango by yourself for sure, but what excitement is that? It's a very sexy dance, right? Yeah. Oh, maybe you're going to find somebody who can dance. Maybe you're the one that thinks that's very sexy. So I feel like what's coming is, yeah, I feel like it's reciprocal love. I feel you're going to feel lucky, but I think that you know that it's coming. We've got card number 2. And that is, for me as a tarot reader, that's High Priestess energy. So it feels like you're about to be lucky and you can feel it. Like you feel when this love is close, you're going to feel a little bit giddy for no reason. Like sitting on the sofa watching a show and then all of a sudden you're like, ooh, what is that excitement that I'm feeling? This is what it is. Your star is about to show themselves. That's what it feels like. This card number 16 to me is, because I'm a tarot reader, is the Tower, but also this is the Star. And in the tarot, 16 is the Tower and 17 is the Star. So for me, this is like a beautiful realization. It's like the illusion's falling while the star is there. It's like simultaneously healing. So it feels like to me that there's about to be a really big surprise that comes to you. It's involving the Six of Hearts, which is the Six of Cups. It's involving some soulmate energy or someone that you've known for a long time but haven't seen for a while. It feels like you are, I feel like I need to put that there. It feels like you are something's about to be revealed that you couldn't see because you were standing too close to the tower, right? Because it's only when we pull back with the wide angle lens that we can see the whole, is there trees over there? Is there anything behind the tower? But the thing is, I think you've been looking way close at the tower, like really close up, but you didn't know all this beautiful stuff was on the other side. It's gonna feel like luck. I want you to know it's very planned. It's all about your hard work. It's all about you being willing to go. Because listen, people find that one person and they will be miserable and stay with that person forever. They will, just to say that they are right, to show face to everyone around them. But I feel like whatever you decided to give up back here is paying out in holy crapness. Like holy crap goodness. It feels like wow, 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 wow. This is what it feels like. Okay. Stop chitter chattering. Let's look at the tarot. What are we using though? Okay. Let's do that. Tell me about the collective, please. I want to know more about these Lenormand cards. Tell us more. So right now I do see we have cups. So we got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Tell me more, please. Tell me more about the collective. Oh, we got one sideways here. There it is. The Ace of Wands wanted to show itself. So this isn't only going to be feeling like a love connection. This is going to be a really passionate connection. And this person is going to pour into you exactly how you pour into them. So what I want to say is that again, and I say all the time that you do not manifest what you want. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. So tell me, how good are you at the reciprocal stuff? Yeah. And I felt like I had to lecture you at the beginning that it's not always one-sided, right? It's not all, it has nothing to do with anything except for the love of someone, that you want to pour into them the way they're pouring into you. Just listening. Okay. Sorry, I was just listening, and it's like I just heard the very faintest, but I don't want to have to jump through hoops to get it. I get it. I get it. Feminine or masculine, I get it for sure. It feels as though, yeah, that's exactly it. Because the Six of Pentacles is in the center of the reading. And although I see the Six of Pentacles as reciprocal, I also see it as maybe you're not getting all their attention. Maybe they have other people that they date or that they see, or, you know, maybe there's someone who is just in the dating part of their life. It feels like I don't want to have to jump through any of the hoops that this person's going to give me in order for me to have to get their reciprocal attention. Oh, we got 666. Now in tarot, that means something different than in the biblical sense. So I want you to look it up and see what the angel number is. That's what that is. You know, sixes, when I see them and they come out multiples in a reading, for me, it's all about, you know, what's between me and the 10. What's between me and the end of the cycle, and that's 4. And so I feel like right now is a time of balance, that you will be moving into a time of getting reciprocal energy from people that you give it to. So it feels as though that maybe you have a very small group of people. I'm going to say that because the Six of Pentacles, that maybe you have a very small group of people. Sixes are prominent. People that you trust, that you know in your gut are good people. And I feel as though with this love that you want to have someone you can fit into your soul tribe, because you're used to being treated in a certain way, which is reciprocal. And you're willing to do that, but that person is really going to have to work hard to make you understand that they are being reciprocal with you as well. I've got the Magician. The Four of Cups and the Knight of Wands. What we got here? Three of Cups. Interesting. Why? Because the Queen of Cups. The Hanged Man. Somebody is looking at feelings or emotions from a different point of view. Someone who in the future might be looking at some sort of reunion, or maybe sending out an invitation, or maybe you'll receive the invitation. Just listening. Yeah, it feels like you're heavily into the manifestation of finding someone who's going to love just like you. And it almost feels like you're like Elsie, but it would be like a miracle. Oh, all I need is a miracle. All I need is you. That's Mike and the Mechanics, I think. It's an older song. Go if you want to go. Stay if you want to stay. I didn't care if you hung around me. I didn't care if you went away. But now this person is looking at their life. This person wants to love you for the rest of their life. All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. That's the lyrics. So I feel like you're the one that is looking for the miracle. You don't really want to have to jump through the hoops. You're not going to come out of the Four of Cups energy having to jump through hoops. You're not interested in anything that's temporary or just based on, you know, charisma or passionate connection. I feel what you're looking for is somebody who's going to be shotgun, who's going to be your ride or die, right? Someone who's going to hang in there. So you're holding out for a miracle. You think it's a miracle and a lot of luck for you to be able to find someone. I'm telling you, it's coming. There it is. This beautiful soulmate that you aren't expecting, The thing is this, I think you're going to be, it's like the universe teaching you a lesson. I think you're going to be incredibly attracted to this person. And then you're going to be in your mind of, I'm not jumping through hoops. But this person, I think, is super charismatic and very attractive. I think they're very sexy. And I think they're the person who's going to pull you out of your Four of Cups, out of your boredom, out of your, I'm not sure if I want a relationship. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. This could be temporary though, so be careful. The thing is this, is that even if they're a soulmate, it can be temporary. I keep telling you guys, you need to know the moon and the rising, right? Like, depending on who they are, they may be someone, whatever label you've slapped on their forehead, whether it's the soulmate or the twin flame or whatever it is, it could still end up being temporary because maybe this person's not healed. Maybe they're acting out as the Knight of Wands, coming at you like, I'm your protector, and I'm the person who is sexy and desired, and it feels like that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. And I don't know that you're going to be fooled, but it's always a but. However, the Six of Cups is looking at me here. So I'm going to say, like, be careful, use your gut, use your intuition. You know what you want. You know what your criteria is. And there's never anything like being too selective. I'm telling you, I'm selective, and so I'm single. I'm like, I want this or give me nothing. That's who I am, right? Some people are not like that. Some people just want to test the waters. Anyways, what I want to say is that there is going to be some sort of communication coming. It could be from a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. It feels like somebody has like seen it from the other side, or they see another perspective. And now they want to surrender to moving on. Like, I feel like there's somebody who's going to either invite you or wants to reunite with you. Could be someone who is in the water energy, because we do have the Hanged Man here as well. But it's somebody that you've already moved on from. For some of you, someone who you know is a soulmate. That's very interesting. All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. Keeps going in my head. I think there's a really big attraction. The thing is this, I think that collective, what you really need is someone who is going to pour in you like you pour into them, but also someone who's going to allow you to be who you are, because the Queen of Wands will be nothing less than that. She will not. She's come through a place where everybody tried to tell her who she was or what to do, and then they were terrible to her when she wouldn't comply, and that's how she's gotten to be the Queen of Wands. She's come through a lot of really dark times of people trying to make her be something she's not, and she kept saying, no, I'm the Queen of Wands. I color outside the lines. I make my own decisions. I do the things that I want to do, and I'm good at it. And it feels as though that you are probably Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or you live in your fire energy, and this is what you usually attract, someone who's attracted to you, someone who's temporary. But what I want to say is, be wary of this person. Let them know that you do have standards, right? But it doesn't mean that this person's not your person, because look, you're the Queen of Wands. You are manifesting fire, right? However, please know that these two people are on a different vibration. This one is temporary. This one's not hanging around a whole lot, but this one is solid, right? This one knows what she wants. This one doesn't know what they want. It could be feminine, masculine, either side, right? So I want to say that you've manifested something here, but now you're not sure if you want it. Once you see it up close, you're unsure. We've got the 3. Why do I manage to get everything all pushed up on the other side of my desk? All right, here we go. Let's clarify just a little bit here. So the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, if that is you, I feel like you are ready to go. You're ready to leave this timeline. It's time for you to take charge, being the Queen. Take charge of your own life. The Ace of Wands is here. I want a passionate mix, and you start to go on the hunt. I don't think you're hunting, by the way. You know what I mean? I feel like you're starting to be open now. You're open to, she's got this, the Queen of Wands has a blooming flower, and the Ace of Wands has a blooming flower, and I feel like you're now open. You're open to taking the taking the path of the labyrinth, going slow, making deliberate moves, and remembering where you've been in order to know where you can go, or you're going to get stuck. So I feel like you are being very deliberate with your movements, but I don't think you're giving up what your passionate side. Yeah, you do require someone with passion, and there may be someone with passion coming up in the future. We have the Hanged Man. You realize that you have to make the decision to take action and move forward if any of this is going to happen. You can't just sit there in your house with your feet up and think that someone's going to break in and date you. And the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long time since you've been in a relationship, or been in a relationship where you were really invested, I feel. I think what you get is a lot of lip service, and you're tired of getting the lip service. I've got the Queen of Swords here with the Knight of Wands. So it tells me that people try to manipulate you with their words, but I think you're too smart for that. I feel like you're too grounded for that. That you're wanting to speak to people about world events and charity and stability and economy. I feel like you're really smart, and you want to talk about the stars and the planets and astrology. And it feels as though you can't be manipulated with words. And I'm telling you, when your feelings and your words cannot be manipulated, when you don't allow people to manipulate you, it can be a little lonely. The Queen of Swords has liberated herself from, having to take the orders of anybody else. Yeah. Says what she wants. Takes care of her own stuff. But I feel like what you've been finding up till now is people that try to manipulate you with their words and then maybe go quiet on you. Give you sketchy attention, right? You're bored with it. It feels like the Four of Swords. It's like I meet these people who try and manipulate me with their passion and their desire, and it's in their words. It feels like they think that they've got one up on you, or that they're smarter than you. I don't know. And it feels like when you decide to put your sword up and you're like, nah, bro, thank you. Whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel as though it goes into this place of the Four of Swords. We don't talk. I'm getting bored with you. Yeah. It's been a long time since you actually were in a relationship with someone who realized their own magic. I feel like you really got to hold out for someone who realizes their own magic. Otherwise, you're going to get bored with them because you know your own magic. I feel like you do manifest this person who pours into you like you pour into them, though. I really do. I feel like it's been a long while since you've really been passionate about speaking to someone about, all the things I was mentioning, the mystical things and the grounded things and the passionate things. What's the challenge here? The World. We've got Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo energy here. Something is coming to an end. What is it? You're not going to have to wait very much longer for this ship to come in. I feel like just as you're ready to say, that's it, I'm going to go find what I want, I feel like it just shows up, because with the World card, you show the universe that you're not dragging your heels any longer here. The Knight of Pentacles is here, so maybe it's you, maybe it's them. Take it as it resonates, but it feels like you've been manifesting something that's been taking a very long time, and I don't think you've been manifesting a certain person. It feels like you've been making a manifestation of, I just want to experience this Three of Wands. I just want to go. I want to talk to somebody about fiery things and talk to somebody, all those things that I mentioned. I feel like you're deciding that it's time to stop dragging your heels here, Knight of Pentacles, that you have to be really ready for it. This here, I think, is the realization that you're ready for it. There we go. It's going to start slow. It'll start out with Pentacles. I think I'm speaking to someone who's highly intelligent here. Someone who has probably swords, and someone who wants it to go slow, who's going to go out and get it, but wants it to start solid and foundational. Let's get our friendship in place first. Maybe you're meeting a friend of a friend. tell me what this card number 16 is about. We have the 10 of Wands. It's going to help you let go of some things. This beautiful tower that's falling along with the star, I feel like it's going to allow you to let go of some things. What are we talking about here? So it's helping you realize that you must go at life in the heart space. It's time to stop going at life in the fire, is what I think it's saying here. For some of you, it also could be, it could be a transformation of the heart space. You know, because we start out here talking in fire and whether you want it, and this is what's on my list. But I feel like ultimately the transformation begins with you. You have to be ready to love. You have to be in an energy of unconditional love, which means that if someone comes at you and you decide to take it slow and go and decide to date them, that they get to make the decisions of what they want to do with their time. You're not allowed to place all of these restrictions on them. In fact, the Death card is telling me that if you do, it just won't work. I feel like you have to transform and be emotionally available, but also emotionally intelligent. And understand that it can become burdensome if you're not willing to always change and grow in the heart space. It doesn't stop at some point. You don't just become the emperor and then stop moving. You don't just become the empress and then stop moving. It's not how it goes. Like you just are always transforming. So I think that if you are the one who I'm talking to who is going to get this beautiful tower of laying down some burdens, I think you are the one who has agreed to transform the heart space. And I feel that when you do, that you will know whether this Knight of Wands is someone that you want in your life or not. I think you'll know because you're transformed in what you expect for yourself. You'll know. You won't take this anymore. You won't take the shoddy communication or the boredom. You'll just tell them to move along. So I want to say that there is somebody coming here who's going to start out as a friend or as a friend of a friend, someone that you meet in a group. And I feel like this person's going to pursue because we've got, fixed energies here. And also we've got the Three of Wands in the reverse. I feel like somebody here is going to pursue you, and because you are the Empress and the Empress doesn't chase. Yeah, the Empress is always manifesting and inviting and creating the, living in a world where she has all the things that she has because of her manifestations. Understand that even though she is someone who maybe doesn't have all of them right now, she's always living as though she has them. And that's the manifestation. And so I think that if you are the Empress, that there's something coming toward you. And if you are and you're the one that's going to be pursued, this person is going to pursue you, feminine or masculine. All right. We've got Knave of Swords. So we've got some communication coming here. Oh, okay, an invitation. An invitation for adventure. There we go. We've got the Eight of Cups. It feels like there is a message from somebody who is looking at having an adventure that is, I feel like they're leaving something behind to go on an adventure. And the Page of Swords tells me it's like new information for them. So this could be you. This could be someone else. The Eight of Cups. Someone has come to the realization that if I walk away from whatever it is that I'm in at this time, that I can have the adventure of my life. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's about to be an adventure in someone's life. I hope it's you. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I am out for now. Thanks so much, Collective. Love you guys. Bye-bye.